Welcome everyone and thank you so much for joining in. So before I dive into this content, I want to wish you all a Merry Christmas and happy holiday. I'm pretty much sure you're spending this time with your loved ones, your family. So enjoy your day guys, enjoy your day, because this market is a 24/7 running market. So you are not going to miss anything if you skip today, tomorrow, doesn't matter. Spend time with your family, because you know family always comes first. So now if we look at this here in a weekly time frame, I want to show you a very interesting scenario that unfolded here in past Bitcoin price action, right, and could be also playing out right now. I did talk about this on my yesterday video and also showed you guys why this bump and run reversal actually makes a lot of sense here, weekly time frame, because when the price of Bitcoin was forming this new move here to the upside, as soon as this temporary raise line was flipped into support, we started with this new move here to the upper direction. And right now if you look at, in our case, this is a pretty similar scenario: resistance from the falling trend line, because according to the bump and run reversal, as soon as this resistance is going to be flipped into support, we start with this new uphill run. And in our case right now, you can see just like here, first, second movement, first, second, and this second retracement is actually holding the support around this previous temporary resistance line. So if this is also going to be a bump and run reversal pattern and price is going to stay above this 49-50,000 range, then maybe this could be also playing out as a uphill run, just like as shown here in an example. Because if I would add this Fibonacci line here, or Fibonacci extension from this swing low till this swing high, when we started this new move here to the upside, you can see very clearly guys, the price of Bitcoin saw this retracement around this 0.236 Fibonacci line, you can see here. But when the proper support was there around this 0.236 Fibonacci extension line, we started this new move here to the upper direction. And now if you would look in our case with this exact price movement, I mean this pullback from this low till this swing high, right, you can see the price of Bitcoin is also finding support exactly at this 0.236 Fibonacci extension line, you can see here. So if this is going to be exactly just like here from past Bitcoin price action, then we want the price of Bitcoin to clearly find support at this 0.382, which is around 49,000, and continue this rally here to the upper direction, because this is exactly what unfolded here in past Bitcoin price action and could be also playing out right now. But if we look at this price action here in a daily time frame, now what we are going to do, we are going to add this falling wedge scenario here, here, and also here, because we can see very clearly the price of Bitcoin actually showed a completely different movement. I mean, in an uptrend like this, the price usually breaks the upper line area after finding support at the lower line area of the falling wedge, right? Like this, support, 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 breaking the resistance line, boom, new move here to the upside. But in our case, we failed to find support, but now the price is slowly again starting this move here to the upper direction. And if you have watched one of my video, I showed this exact scenario. Let me show you that. I mean, the price of Bitcoin could see some more pullback here in this manner before showing this consolidation and again moving in this way. I am going to show you why this scenario could be also in play in the immediate short term and in the upcoming days for Bitcoin, because I want to. So now you can see guys, this exact scenario is unfolding right now here in price action of Bitcoin. So the question here is this trend actually going to see this move here in an upper direction? Because I also saw from Fiat Hedge on Twitter, you posted this one picture, so definitely big shout out to you. So you can see this falling wedge was a pretty similar scenario. Falling wedge is usually looked as a bullish scenario, but you can see here this got broken here to the downside, liquidated all the longs before again continue this rally here to the upper direction. And this is exactly what we are also witnessing. You can see fail to find support at the lower line area, came out of it, liquidated all the longs, and now we are slowly starting this new move here to the upper direction. So according to this example also, the price of Bitcoin could see this rally here towards this 58,000 price area before choosing an actual trend direction. And why around this 58,000 area? Because if you have watched my video from yesterday, I showed you with the help of the CPI line, since the price of Bitcoin is above this monthly S1 line, which is lying around 50,000, if this is going to be the case, I mean price also finding a proper support of this 50,000, then we could be getting gravitated at least towards this bottom CPI line, and this bottom CPI line is lying around 58,000 price area. And if you don't want to look this scenario in this way, no problem. Let me also show you why the price of Bitcoin could see this gravitation around this 58,000 before choosing a trend direction. Let me show you with this simple example. From this swing high till this swing low area, the price usually sees this retracement around this 50%. Since crypto is a volatile market, we have said we are also going to look around this 0.618 Fibonacci line. If the rejection is going to be there, after that we start this downtrend again. So in our case, if this is going to be more of a dead cat bounce type of scenario, right, this bounce here, then we could be getting gravitated around this 0.5 to 0.68 Fibonacci line. And this two line, the 0.56 and 0.68 Fibonacci line is lying between this 60,000 to 57,000. So that was the reason why we are saying if this is going to be a relief rally type of scenario, just like here as shown in a dead cat bounce scenario, right, the retracement what we are getting could be between this 57 to 60,000 range. But according to the CPI line, you can see 58,000 could be on the line. So this was the reason why I'm showing you this movement at least around this 57 to 60,000 before price chooses an actual trend direction. So this is a very interesting scenario as well. And not just only this one, if you are aware, we have talked about this one scenario because we are aware the price of Bitcoin right now here in the medium short term is getting rejection from the top of this Williams alligator indicator, this 52,000 range around that area. So if the price of Bitcoin wants to show this actual movement here to the upper direction, then in the immediate short term, this resistance line must be flipped into support, and that is around 52,000 range. So for the immediate short term, if the price of Bitcoin gets approached around this 52,000, flips it into support, then we are ready for this new movement here to the upper direction. Because now if you look at this price movement carefully and also the indicators, we are about to see this crossover happening. This green line now is slowly approaching around this blue line, because we know in an uptrend like this, right, in an uptrend like this or like this, the green line is always going to be at the top and the blue line is always going to be at the bottom. In our case, you can see it's opposite. The blue line is at the top, green line is at the bottom. That is the reason why we are also seeing this price retracement. But now you can see this green line is slowly crossing above this red line, which has already happened, and now could be approaching around this blue line. So if we do see this price breaking out of this 52,000, finding support above that, then I'm pretty much sure that this is going to be another bullish crossover here in this manner, and that will indicate the price of Bitcoin is ready for this new movement here to the upper direction. But in our case, this first upward price target is this 58,000 price area before choosing any sort of a price direction. So these are some of the interesting scenario I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed this kind of content, then please hit the like button, and for those individuals watching this for the first time, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye guys.